Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank Free Up Your Arsenal, Part 18. We're in Metropolis. For this next challenge. We're destroying these drop ships. We're pretty much playing Star Wars Rogue Squadron. We're flying against the drop ships and destroying each one, which isn't really much of a challenge considering all the other stuff we've done in this game already. It's pretty much the same stuff, but we're just destroying the drop ships now. This Doctrine of various drop ships. It's in the same venue, the same battleground. I don't think these maps change at all. It's pretty much just the same map in every battle. We're just destroying, only we're destroying a different target each time. Destroying these drop ships, these Tyrannoid drop ships that are probably run by Dr. Nefarious, so we could free Metropolis from the evil tyrannical rule of the Tyrannoids. Yes, that's where they get their name from. Maybe they're named after what they are. Because they like to spread tyranny around the galaxy. I think I got shot a bit now. I have 86% health left, so yeah, it's still good. Didn't really take any major hits. I don't even think it's possible to regain health in these ship levels, these hover ship levels, whatever you call them. But you can still gain experience points, which doesn't really do anything to your health in these levels, but does stuff for your health in the overall game. Oh, it's another turret one. So in these levels where we're going to be essentially playing Missile Command, we're going to be shooting at these Tyrannoid targets. It's pretty much one of those like arcade-style shoot-the-targets type games. There's also a bunch of these mini-games kind of like this in Crash Tag Team Racing, which is more the reason why Crash Tag Team Racing isn't really a racing game. It's more of a variety game. Heck, even Jack Free had stuff like this in it too. Same with iNinja. And those aren't racing games, those are mostly 3D platformers, or variety games, depending on what you consider them as. There's bombarding me with tons of blasts, and the only defense I have is just to fight back at them. The only defense I have is offense, essentially. I already have my max health is already at 67. Right now it's 67, so it's like 2/3. I have like about 2/3 of the game finished already, theoretically speaking. So we'll get close to one. It'll get around 100 when we get near the end of the game. And shooting down the drop ships really have a chance to deploy anything. I think that's everything. Yes, it is, and we got a reward of 20,000 bolts. We're going to get another reward too, which is just going to be another gadget. I think it's some sort of like mapping device or something, like a map. It just shows us where different objectives are in each planet, and where to go to get the different objectives. It's just some sort of map thing like that. It's not really a huge prize. I mean, it's good if you're like a 100% completionist and you want to find everything in the game. It actually would be very helpful when we're going back to Aquados and trying to find all those gems, those sewer crystals that we find in the sewer. It shows you where each one is located approximately, so you could go there and fight off the Meeboids in the sewers and get all the sewer crystals. Just using our bolt grabber. The bolt grabber is still a better gadget, where we could just go in and collect all those free bolts, those extra bolts that we'll be needing to buy some new armor. I think we can now buy the most expensive and the most powerful, most protective armor we can buy in this part of the game, this regular mode of the game. And we'll be needing that, because pretty soon we're going to be going against one of the most greatest levels, the most challenging levels, the most greatest bloodbath. I know Metropolis is a bit of a bloodbath, but this one's even worse than Metropolis, this next level coming up. It's showing us a news report now, pretty much, where the bio-obliterators devastated Metropolis. We were just at Metropolis, and it didn't do that to Metropolis. This is just the news being the news, where it always makes people live in fear. Or they always use fear tactics to make you think that you're in danger. So you'll buy more stuff, and it'll make you do irrational stuff, but really, when we just went to Metropolis, and it wasn't like that. Unless that was some other planet. And now the president is like agreeing with this, saying like, oh yeah, it's great that we have a lot of new robots in the galaxy now, and I'm part robot myself too, so this is gonna help with my election campaign. So it's gonna make all the robots in the galaxy want to vote for me. I don't know, I'm thinking like, this is bad. Even the president's pretty much endorsing Dr. Nefarious now. What's next? Is Captain Quark, if he were still alive, was he going to start endorsing Dr. Nefarious? It actually wouldn't be out of character for him to endorse Dr. Nefarious, because we know Quark isn't really a good guy. And we also know that he has made himself team up with bad guys before. Cough Chairman Dracula in the first game. So I guess he's not really. I mean, Captain Quark isn't really a good guy, contrary to what he wants us to think. And the only part of the game that I know of that has an armor vendor is here. This part. Armor vendor. Yep, we could buy it. The most expensive and most powerful armor we could buy right now. The one that's the suit of armor that Ratchet is wearing on the front cover of the game. It's like it wants us to know that's the best armor we could get. The most protective armor there is. But of course, enjoy it now because we're not going to be seen wearing this. I mean, it's going to still work and take its effect, but I'm just going to change the skin to the same skin we've always been using. Why else would you want to play the Japanese version of this game if you can't use the best skin in the game, the Pipo monkey from Ape Escape? At least now we're being a heavily armored Pipo monkey now. And there were some monkeys in Ape Escape that were heavily armored. Like, I remember just yesterday I was playing through the entirety of Ape Escape 1 on my original PlayStation using real hardware, and I remember catching monkeys that looked just like the monkey we're playing as right now. They pretty much only really exist in the original Ape Escape, which makes it more of an interesting choice as to why out of all the monkey skins they could have used to use that specific one, it would have made more sense to use a green pants monkey or a red pants monkey or a black pants monkey, but no, they used the dark blue one. Now, if that specific emotion on his face as well too, I don't know if there was a technical reason behind it or something like that, but it's what they chose. And I mostly played for the entirety of the original Ape Escape in one day. Yeah, it took me like 5.5 hours, but I did it in one day. I was really wanting to see if there was any, like, you know, how badly damaged my disc was. Because the damage was mostly from those ringed scratches, those circular scratches that were caused from that slim bastard I killed months ago. Talking about my slim PS2, Ape Escape was one of the victims. And I played Ape Escape. I also did a similar test in the past of Jumping Flash and Spyro 2, and they worked perfectly fine. They still work perfectly fine, so I guess I'm lucky then. Just gonna go and kill off these things. This is a huge bloodbath of a battle. This is fine. And what's even more impressive is when I first did this when I was a kid, I didn't have any armor upgrades at all. I was just using the original default, whatever Ratchet has. I was just using that when I first played this level when I was a kid, and I got my ass whooped when I did this as a kid, which isn't really surprising at all. If I did that exact same thing now, I'd still get my ass whooped because, well, it's kind of hard. It's almost impossible. Look, I'm wearing the strongest armor in the game. I just got shot a few times and I'm almost dead. And I have the strongest armor in the game. What does that say? And the strongest armor in the game isn't even adequate enough to protect you from a lot of these enemies. Just found a trophy hiding out there. I don't know. It's kind of tell it's a trophy of. I think it's a trophy of Dr. Nefarious or something like that. Yeah, why would we want a Dr. Nefarious trophy? Just have the Inferno now, where we're pretty much invincible. Just destroy everything we want and not have to worry about the consequences. Our actions don't have consequences, and we just got an upgrade. Another health nanotech upgrade. 68 now. Look at how strong these enemies are. I just launched 3 large, heavy charge blasts at that guy, and it barely destroyed him. Still, these mini turrets have never been upgraded yet. Oh wait, now they've just been upgraded. Another V2. These things are pretty powerful even when they're not upgraded. It's good that some weapons don't really need a lot of upgrading in order to be good. It's even hard to hit too. Like I just shot him made several shots against him, and none of those hit him. Flux rifle has a very narrow, like a narrow hit box. Yes, it has to be like in a very narrow margin, a very narrow window for him to get hit. I'm just running around shooting stuff now. My health is low, and I'm probably going to get killed soon. It actually is quite miraculous now how I made it this far in the game without buying any armor upgrades as a kid, when I didn't really know much about anything. Yeah, how impressive was that? This is impressive. Yeah, it was impressive I was able to pull that off. And now I have this. And then when I did buy an armor suit, it was the second strongest one in the game. The second strongest armor in the game. It wasn't even the strongest one, which is the one I'm using right now to get this. Yeah, maybe I was really better at gaming when I was a kid after all. Look at that guy. It's like I was shooting so many times and he's not dead. Alright, we made it to the escape pod. I think this is an escape pod from Dr. Nefarious' flagship, and we think Captain Quark may have used it to escape. You can even see some footprints heading off somewhere. Look, it's his crotchetizer. You know, Captain Quark's signature crotchetizer. He never goes anywhere without that. should be careful. You should wash your hands after you touch that thing, because you never know where it's been. We're gonna watch some recording that was like some, like it's like one of those black box, or what you call them, those flight box recorder things, but it's with the escape pod. We're gonna see Quark's sister, Quark's transvestite sister, is getting a cab ride from this guy that's trying to hit on her, and then he's like saying, "You go rewatch your mouth," or something like that. And also, do you have a place where I could charge my crotchetizer? He's probably gonna be asking about that. There's a Courtney Gears calendar, as you can see in the background. Courtney Gears is still really popular. Wonder if he knows about her tragic fate. Wasn't really like, the tragedy was more the fact that she went bad and was working with Dr. Nefarious. Not so much what we did to Courtney Gears. As I was asking about the crotchetizer. I wonder what the point of a crotchetizer is. Does it make your crotch bigger or something like that? I was gonna say, oh, Quark has a sister? No, he's like saying the thing, that is Quark. Here, Quark is there. I think this is proof to them that Quark is somehow still alive. Quark is still alive, and we think that that Scrunch the monkey has something right now. Yeah, then Scrunch the monkey has a data disk. Looks like one of those old floppy disks that people made. I guess people still used floppy disks at the time this game was made back in 2004. They actually were still quite common until around 2008 or so to have floppy disks. Not that that's actually a floppy disk. I doubt they'd have something like that in Ratchet and Clank. They wouldn't have any technology we would have. And there's I'm supposed to use a hyper shot here. It's not automatically switching to the hyper shot, so I'm going to have to manually equip it. Which is kind of a rare thing in this game. So it usually just automatically activates when you're close to something, which was a new feature they incorporated into this game. Something that the previous Ratchet and Clank games didn't do, which made them a bit more abysmal. It's giving him several blasts to the chest, and he's not even dead yet. I just like to make a full charge shot and then spin the control stick around and just blast and kills all the enemies just like that. We still have our Annihilator, our trusty Annihilator, which is almost upgraded. Well, it's almost at level 4. I don't know how many enemies. I don't know how many enemies you have to kill for each weapon to get upgraded. It probably varies depending on which weapon it is. I don't know, I never did a count, nor do I know anyone that would have, done something like that, would have counted how many enemies you have to kill for it to upgrade. Oh, look at that. A lot of these little these robots. I like to think these robots are like crotchetizers in a way. They look very small and they look like something that wants to grab onto your crotch. Like it's their one goal in life. And we've been seeing those since the beginning of the first game, so actually kind of a staple in these Ratchet and Clank games. And there's Dr. Nefarious, whose guards that are just have those jetpacks, and they have like those rifles. They're kind of like those things from Disruptor. Remember the main villain Disruptor had some like guard forces that were kind of like that. Look, there's just two there. They're completely unaware of anything that's happening. One's thinking, why am I getting hit all of a sudden? He's saying, yeah, this is strange. I'm getting hit too. And they both die. Just like that. I think this is like one of those grind rail things. This is going to take us probably back to our ship. I think it's taking us back to our ship. And yes, this is back where our landing site was. I think there's going to be some more plot. Oh yes, there is some plot. This is the Galactic Ranger is going to be telling us that the planet Iridia is under attack. And they want us to go and help them out. Yeah, it's just another war zone. Because we haven't had enough war zones already in this game, right? It looks just like all the other war zones. You've seen one, you've pretty much seen them all. And this one, it's not going to be any different. We're still expected to go and serve with the Galactic Rangers, because we joined the Galactic Rangers, and it's what is expected for us. Ray Phoenix, signing out.